So this is really easy to make. I'm using 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast, sweet honey barbecue sauce. Doesn't have to be sweet honey or Kraft, any kind will do. I'm also using pineapple juice, about 1/3 of a cup-ish, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I throw this all in the crock pot and I let it cook on low for about 6-ish hours. Alright guys, so it's been about 6 hours. What I did was went ahead and just shredded the chicken in the crock pot with a fork, and now the last 20 minutes or so I add that second bottle of barbecue sauce and I just mix it up. Now those last 20 minutes I'm going to go ahead and put the curly fries in the oven, and I do use about half a bag of curly fries, and I poured a little too much oil, you'll see in just a second, but usually I just drizzle a little bit of oil on it as they bake. The next thing I do is take the ingredients to make the coleslaw out of the fridge. I mix this all up in the bowl and then I let it sit back in the fridge until I plate the food. And this is dinner: coleslaw, curly fries, corn on the cob, and the barbecue pulled chicken sandwich on a Hawaiian roll. It was absolutely great. Guys, I know the lighting is really bad, but it was just bad lighting outside. My kitchen isn't very lit, so I did the best I could. But what I did was I boiled beef cubes. I let them boil for about 2 hours. I threw in tomato sauce, adobo, sazon, oil, salt, and a little bit of tomato paste. And then I just let that continue to boil for about another hour. To go with that, I am just slicing up some fruit. I used mango, pineapple, and strawberries, and I'm also making a pot of rice. Again, another great delicious meal, not too hard to make. It is beef cubes on a bed of rice with a fruit salad on the side. Finger licking good. Now I know most people brown the meat and then add the seasonings and water. I do it a little bit differently. I put the meat to cook and I throw half of the seasoning that I'm using in. I grind it up and I let it cook with the seasoning. And then towards the end, I take a little bit more of the taco seasoning and I just throw it in there and I let it cook for a few extra minutes. So whenever I make burritos, I really like to make fresh salsa. It only takes a few minutes and it's really easy to make. Just tomatoes, cilantro, purple onion, garlic, and you can add lime. I just chose not to today because I only bought 3 and I needed it for something else. I also make sure to throw in an avocado if I have one available. I cut it into cubes and I just stuff it in there with everything else. So once everything is cooked, chopped, and ready to throw in here, I lay the tortilla flat and I just add the ingredients before I roll it. Guys, this burrito is huge. I don't even have to side it with anything because it's just such a nice, big, tasty burrito. So on this day, I was feeling a little lazy and I didn't want to make a really big dinner. Something I do is make breakfast for dinner, easy to make, and today I made breakfast sandwiches with hash browns. So whenever I make any type of sausage on the stove like this, I always throw water. Let me know in the comments below, do you put water when you cook your breakfast sausage? Once the biscuits are out the oven, I slice them and I layer them with the breakfast. I use turkey sausage, but whichever sausage I'm using, the baked egg, and a slice of cheese. I actually take one slice and I split it in half, and I plate it with hash browns or tater tots. I really enjoy making breakfast for dinner every now and then. It's easy to make, takes minimal effort, and the kids really like it. Kind of throws them for a twist. So I made 2 breakfast sandwiches with a handful of hash browns and a fruit smoothie. The last meal for today's video is a taco salad, I guess you can call it. Actually, I don't know what you would really call it. I just had some leftover taco meat from 2 nights ago and I wanted to make sure we used it. So what I did was just cut up some tortilla chips, I threw them in oil, and then I topped them with ground beef, cheese, and a little bit of salsa. It was really good and incredibly easy to make. It took like 10 minutes because I already had the taco meat made. Voila, there was dinner. Taco nacho salad, whatever you want to call it. It was really good, incredibly easy to make, and the kids and my husband loved it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this